What's up, everybody? My name is Kier, and you are watching The Important Things That Really Matter. Today, we're going into part 3 of how to know if your woman is screwing around with other women. This is part 3. Now, would you please like? Would you please share? And would you please subscribe, because I'm trying to get this channel to grow. I appreciate any and all help that you can give me. And here we go. All right, this is part 3 of how to know if your woman is screwing around with other women. The red flag, the signs, how to know if your woman is on the down low. I have found out there are a lot of ladies that's on the down low. A lot of ladies that screw around with other women, and they're still screwing around with other men too, okay? So we're gonna go into some more signs to kind of let you know if you are with somebody that's possibly screwing around with another woman. Now, one of the things I will make mention right now that you need to look in the description box below at the other 2 videos, which I went into other signs to be able to know if your woman is screwing around with other women. You need to look in the description box below. I will put in the description box the other videos where you can look at some of the other signs to know if your woman is screwing around with other women, okay? Now, one of the things that you need to do if you are seeing somebody, one of the things that you need to do is you need to look at their Facebook page, whether it's your wife's Facebook page or whether it's your girlfriend's Facebook page. A person's Facebook page will tell a whole lot about them. If you are seeing somebody, you're dating a woman, and you go on to her Facebook page, but she doesn't allow you to see any of her pictures, super big red flag. You go to her Facebook page and she's not even allowing you to see any of her pictures. That's extremely big red flag, all right? That's number 1. Number 2, some people advertise that they are in the bisexual lifestyle or the lesbian lifestyle on their Facebook page. Well, how do they advertise? Number 1, you go to their Facebook page, you look to see if you see any rainbow flags, or if you happen to be looking through her pictures and you see pictures of a woman's vajayjay, or you seeing pictures of a woman's coochie. Now you might say, oh, Facebook is not gonna allow pictures of a woman's coochie or pictures of a woman's vajayjay on a Facebook page. Well, I know a woman that didn't just have one picture of a woman's coochie. She had 2 pictures of a woman's vajayjay, a woman's coochie, okay? There was this woman I know. This woman, she was a very attractive woman. This woman was fine. But I think that she may have been one of those lipstick lesbians. And yeah, they all have kids. Ain't that a trip? Okay, they can't rub up against another woman and get a kid. So some man had to get them pregnant. And a lot of times you'll see that some of these women that's in that lifestyle, they won't just have 1 kid, they'll have 2 or 3 kids. But anyway, that's another subject for another day. So you can look, I looked on this woman's Facebook page, and I'm looking on her Facebook page, and I'm like, man, I think I might want to try to talk to her a little bit. So I'm looking on her Facebook page, and I start scrolling through her pictures. And as I'm looking through her pictures, I'm like, that looks like a woman's vajayjay. That looks like a woman's coochie. Let me look again. I looked at, blew the picture up. It was a picture of a woman's coochie. I'm like, wow. So I kept scrolling through the other pages, scrolling through more pictures. And not too far away from that picture was another picture of a woman's vajayjay. A picture of a woman's coochie, okay? So she didn't just have 1 picture of a woman's coochie. She had 2 pictures on her Facebook page. So remember what I said before. A red flag is going to go up if you go to that woman's Facebook page and she will not allow you to even see any of her pictures. That's a serious red flag. Then again, she may have another Facebook page where she's showing all the pictures too. But anyway, red flag number 2, you go to the woman's Facebook page and you look through her pictures can tell you a whole lot about her. Like I said, the woman that I met her somewhere. And she was a very nice looking woman. And when I went to her Facebook page, I seen not 1 but 2 pictures of a woman's vajayjay, a woman's coochie, okay? And so when I seen the pictures, I was like, hey, how you doing? She said, oh, I'm fine, how you doing? I'm like, I'm doing all right. I'm like, yeah, I was looking at your Facebook pictures. Yeah. I'm like, you got 2 pictures of women's vajayjays. Oh, that's art. That's art. That's art? Okay, all right. That's art. Okay. So basically, in a nutshell, what am I saying? Just like some women may advertise by having a ring on their right thumb to advertise to other women that they may be into other women. You can go to a woman's Facebook page, and if you see, so you go through the Facebook page, it kind of lets you know what they're doing and what they may not be doing. So when I looked at when I seen those two pictures of women's vajayjays on this woman's Facebook page, that let me know what she's into. Those pictures let other women know what she's into. So it's advertisement to let other women know that's it. That's what she's into. And hey, if you want to talk to her, go ahead and talk to her. That's advertisement for other women. And so I asked her, I said, are you bisexual? Oh, no, no, I'm not bisexual. So why do you have pictures of women? And see, if you don't ask the right question, maybe I should have asked her, are you a lesbian? And even then, people may not tell you the truth. You know, I know one time I happened to be looking on a dating site, and half the women on the dating site were looking for other women. Did you hear what I said? Half of the women on the dating site were looking for other women to date and to screw around with. So this is how prevalent the down low lifestyle is for ladies, or the bisexual lifestyle is for ladies. But I think that a person should be honest that if a woman is into that particular lifestyle and she's dating a guy or going out with a guy or screwing around with a guy, she should at least let the man know, and then let him make the decision as to whether he still wants to be bothered with her or not. Now, you have some men that may not have that problem, and I have my opinions about those type of guys because it goes back to STDs, transmitted diseases, okay? And it goes back to there are people walking around with HIV. There's people walking around with AIDS. And so you're increasing your chances of getting something from somebody if that person is screwing around with multiple people. Even if that person's screwing around with only one other person, and you don't know how many other people that other person that they're screwing around with is screwing around with. That person might be screwing around with that one particular person, and that person might be screwing around with 2, 3, 4, 5 different people. So then if that person gives something to her, what amazes me is that you can have some ladies who are bisexual and some ladies who may be lesbian, who may literally be drinking from another woman. How can you be exposed to those fluids and not think that you won't get HIV or AIDS from another woman? I don't understand that. But for whatever particular reason, there's people walking around that are into that lifestyle. And if that's lifestyle, if that's the lifestyle that you like, then great. That's cool. Just let other people know about it and let them make the decision as to whether they want to be bothered with you or not, or whether they want to continue to date you or not. Don't be misleading. Let the person know if that's what you into, and let them make the decision whether they want to deal with that or not. So anyway, this is why it's a matter of life and death. There are people walking around with HIV right now. The medications that they have out right now can keep a person alive for years and years. And they may have been walking around with HIV for the last 8, 10 years. You never know, or longer. So the medications now can keep them alive. So look at a person's Facebook to see if you see any indications if they're into that lifestyle or not. Look to see if they even allowing you to even look at the pictures on the Facebook page, because those pictures tell you a whole lot about them. If you look at a woman's pictures and she's taking pictures and she's real close up on other women, that could also be an indication. I had a friend of mine, the guy that used to cut my hair. Guy told me, hey man, I've been seeing this woman for the last 3 years. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool, yeah, I remember, yeah. He said, look at this picture. And he showed me a picture of the woman on his phone. He said, yeah, that's her girlfriend with her. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, that's your girlfriend taking a selfie picture with her girlfriend. Like, yeah. I'm like, your girlfriend seems to be real close up. They seem to be real close up on each other in these pictures. I mean, like, real close up, like this might be her girlfriend in addition to you. So He's like, man, I was kind of wondering that too. I was like, I mean, I'm looking at this picture and that picture looks like real close to each other. And so he began to tell me that the woman was, her daughter went that way. I'm like, okay, all right. So I look like I might be kind of right about that. Says that her daughter goes that way. Her daughter goes that way because her daughter has seen her mama bring women into the house and laying up in bed with them. Her daughter seen that. So now her daughter feels like she wants to go into that particular lifestyle also. I mean, it could be debated. But the guy also told me too that the woman was about to go have that operation done to her. I think she was about to either get her breast cut off or she had already had her breast cut off. And she was about to go into that lifestyle full blown. But what happened to the daughter was right at the time that she was about to go into that lifestyle full blown, she met a guy. And her and the guy hit it off, and the woman fell in love with the guy. And this was her daughter. What is the point that I'm making? The point that I'm making is that sometimes other people get kind of pulled into that lifestyle because they may watch other people doing the same thing. So there's things that you need to be aware of as far as red flags to be able to tell whether your woman is screwing around with other women or not. Look at their Facebook page. Look at the pictures on the Facebook page. Listen to their conversation. Listen to their conversation. Do they happen to know a whole lot about the lesbian gay lifestyle? If they happen to know a whole lot about the lesbian gay lifestyle, bisexual lifestyle, they might be into that. They might be into that. There was a lady that I had went out with, met her at a bank one time. We were having conversations with each other. That's why it's always good to get to know somebody. Talk to them as much as possible. Talk to them as much as possible. Talk to them as much as possible. Because a lot of times people will tell on themselves, especially when they're getting real sleepy. A lot of people will tell the truth and they'll tell on themselves. But I had noticed that in our conversations, she had known a whole lot of information about the gay lesbian lifestyle, which I don't have no problem with that, but I was just like, wanted to know. I asked her one day, I said, you seem to know a whole lot about this type of lifestyle. She's like, yeah. She's like, well, gay people are attracted to her. I like, gay folks and lesbian people are attracted to you. Yeah. I'm like, red flag. So I'm like, okay, gay people are attracted to you. Okay. I said, why is that? Well, they look at me as their friend. I'm like, okay, all right, well, nothing wrong with that. And then, not too long ago, there was this lesbian couple, and it made the news. This lesbian couple made the news because I guess one woman found out the other woman was screwing around on her or something, and the lesbian girlfriend literally took a knife and tried to cut her head off. Literally tried to cut her girlfriend's head off. And so the woman that I had dated for a little bit, she had told me, she had all this information. I was like, yeah, I heard about that on the news. She said the woman cut her throat so far back that she cut the woman's vocal cords. I'm like, what? She said, yeah, she literally was trying to cut that other woman's head off. I was like, she cut the woman's vocal cords? She's like, yeah. I'm like, how do you know all this information? So now I asked, I said, are you into other women? Are you into other women? So she was driving the car. She was like, no. I'm like, oh, well, I guess that's a yes. It took you forever to answer the question. I guess that must be a yes. So, like, okay, so so you into that lifestyle too. And so you kind of, it just let me know that she dibbles and dabbles on both sides. She messes around with men, and she'll mess around with women, and she'll mess around with men, and then she'll mess around with a woman if a man ain't around. So these are the signs that you should be looking at if you're to know if your girlfriend or your wife is screwing around with other women. I had a friend of mine sit up here and told me the woman hit on her at a kiddie party. So I'm like, what happened? She told me she brought her kids over to this birthday party. It was a nice event. So I'm like, okay, cool. So she said, then later on, the lady said the mother that was having the birthday party there told my female friend at the time, she said, the woman said, come on, girl, let's go upstairs and have some girl talk. She was like, okay. So she walked upstairs with her to the woman's bedroom to have some girl talk, okay? Well, the lady told me later on what the real reason why she wanted to get her upstairs to the bedroom. So, lady friend of mine said she went upstairs with this lady. Now, the birthday party's downstairs. This is a kiddie birthday party. So they're upstairs in the bedroom. So she's sitting on this woman's bed. So I was like, well, what happened? The woman started walking around her and they were talking. And she said, well, me and my husband have an understanding. She's like, well, what type of understanding is that? She said, well, my husband understands that I like women too. So she was like, oh, really? Then my female friend that was telling me the story said she looked around and she was like, this woman got me up here in her bedroom and she's sitting on her bed. Was real slick about getting her upstairs to the bedroom. She don't have a problem with that. That woman would have shut the door and they would have been upstairs screwing around with each other while the kids were downstairs at the birthday party. Anyway, would you please like, would you please share, and would you please subscribe? Trying to get this channel to grow. And peace.